Hello students. Today let us learn 7th standard chapter 3 data handling exercise 3.1. Data ಅಂದ್ರೆ statistical information collected together for a future reference or analysis. So collection of data. ಸೊ ನಾವೊಂದು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಾರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮು ಅದನ್ನ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ conducting mathematical test marks and the students got a number of marks scored. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಡೇಟಾ ಈ ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಸಾಕಾ ನಮಗೆ? ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಡೇಟಾನ ತುಂಬಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥನೂ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಡೇಟಾ ಏನು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ದ ಡೇಟಾ, ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಟೇಬಲ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಐ ಡ್ರಾ ಇನ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ 2 marks, starting in the 2 marks ಇದೆ, 3 marks, 4 marks, 5, 6, 7, 8 marks ಇದೆ. So I am taking marks as 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 marks ಇದೆ. And tally marks is nothing but 2 marks ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ here 1, 2, 3. ಸೊ 3 ಮಕ್ಕಳು 2 marks ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Therefore I write 3 here. And ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ 3 marks ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 4 marks ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ, 5 marks, 6 marks, 7 marks, 8 marks. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಆರ್ಗನೈಸೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳು 50 ಮಕ್ಕಳು 100 ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಇದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಡ್ರಾ ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಶೋ. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಲೈನ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಹಾಕಿ ನಾವು ತೋರ್ಸೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಸರಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ದೇರ್ಫೋರ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಇಯರ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ. ಸೊ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬರೋದನ್ನ ನಾವು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಶೋನ್ ದ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅ ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿ. ಸೊ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿದ್ದಾಗ ನಾವು ಫ್ರೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸಿಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಡೇಟಾ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಮೀನ್. ಮೀನ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಆವರೇಜ್. ಮೀನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಆವರೇಜ್, ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸಿ ಹಿಯರ್ ರವಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ಡ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆಲ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ರವಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ FA1, FA2, FA3 ಅಂಡ್ FA4. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 20, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 18, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 16, ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 22. ಸೊ ಇದನ್ನ ಮೀನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನೀಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಎಲ್ಲ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲೂ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಡ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಬೈ ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, 20 + 18 + 16 + 22 ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಮಗೆ 4 ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ 1, 2, 3, 4. ಸೊ 4 ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಾವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ವೆನ್ ಯು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಆ ಬರುವಂತ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸೇ ನಾವು ಮೀನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಅರ್ಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಮೀನ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ mean is equal to total marks scored by number of tests. So total marks scored is 76. Total add ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ 76 and divided by number of tests is 4. So 76 divided by 4 ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 4 1s are 4, 4 9s are 36. So mean is equal to 19. So here mean is equal to 19 means average. The arithmetic mean is equal to 19 ಅಂದ್ರೆ the average marks 19 ಇದೆ ಒಂದು ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ 20 ತೆಗೆದಿರಬಹುದು, ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ 22 ಇರಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಆವರೇಜ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಮಿಡಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ಎಲ್ಲದರಲ್ಲೂ 90 ಅಂತೂ ಕನ್ಫರ್ಮ್ ಆಗಿ ತೆಗಿತಾನೆ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. ಒಂದು ಮೀನ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆವರೇಜ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಮೋಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾರ್ಜ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್. ಸೊ ದೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟಿಂಗ್ ದ ಆವರೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೀನ್, ಮೋಡ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಮೀಡಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ರೇಂಜ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಮೀನ್ ಬೈ ರೇಂಜ್? ರೇಂಜ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ದ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಲೋವೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್, ದ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂಡ್ ದ ಲೋವೆಸ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದಾನೆ, highest marks you have scored is 22 and the lowest marks is 16. So ಎರಡು ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ? The difference is the highest marks 22, the lowest is 16. The difference when you subtract highest minus lowest, that is 6. So 22 minus 16 is 6. Therefore range ಅಂದ್ರೆ 6 marks difference ಇದೆ. ಅವನು ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ 16 ತೆಗಿತಾನೆ, ಒಂದ್ಸರಿ 22 ತೆಗಿತಾನೆ. That means 6 marks difference ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೆಗಿತಾನೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅರ್ಥ. That is called range ಅಂತ ಇದು. So use of bar graphs with a different purposes. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಪರ್ಪಸ್ಗೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಬಾರ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಾರ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನಾವು ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಸೊ ಡೇಟಾನ ಅನಲೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎ ಬಾರ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್. ಸೊ ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಬಾರ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಕಾಯಿನ್ ನ ಟಾಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಹೆಡ್ ಟೇಲ ಅಂತ ಚಾನ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ನಾವೊಂದು ಡೈಸ್ ನ ರೋಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಡೈಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 6 ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ 6 ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮಗೆ 3ನೇ ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ 3 ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಚಾನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 3 ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಬರ್ಬೋದು, ಬರ್ದೇನೂ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಪ್ರಾಬಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತೀವಿ. exercise 3.1, find the range of heights in any 10 students of your class. So they have asked the range of height 10 students of your class. So ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ನ ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಹೈಟ್ 10 ಜನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೆ ಹೈಟ್ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So I have drawn a table here and taken 10 students height. You have taken height in feet, that is 4.2, 4.5, 5, 5.1, 5.2, 5.3 and 5.1, 4.7, 4.9 and 4.5. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ 10 ಮಕ್ಕಳನ್ನ heights ತಗೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. I taken the heights of 10 students and they asked find the range. So we have to find the range. That is, range is nothing but the highest height and the lowest height. So here highest height minus lowest height ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ highest height is 5.3, highest height is 5.3 and lowest is 4.2. So ನಾವು ಎರಡು ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ 1.1 ಫೀಟ್. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೈಯೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕುಳ್ಳ ಹುಡುಗಗೂ ಉದ್ದ ಹುಡುಗನಿಗೂ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರೇಂಜ್. ಸೊ ರೇಂಜ್ ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1.1 ಫೀಟ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಇಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ದ ಫಾಲೋವಿಂಗ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಅಸೈನ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್. ಸೊ ಹಿಯರ್ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಿವನ್ ಎ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ರ್ಯಾಂಡಮ್ ಆಗಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ 4, 6, 7, 5, 3, 5. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್, ದಟ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಟ್ಯಾಬ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫಾರ್ಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಇಟ್. ಸೊ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ 1, 2, 3 to 9 ಅಂಡ್ ಟ್ಯಾಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಸೊ 1 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದಾನೆ? ಒಬ್ಬ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದಾನೆ. 2 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಇಬ್ರು ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ 3 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಒಬ್ಬ ಅಂಡ್ 4 3 ಜನ. 5 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ 5. ಸಿ ನಾವು 1, 2, 3, 4 ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ. ಇಫ್ ದರ್ ಇಸ್ 5, so we will put a cross the line. So tally marks ಅಲ್ಲಿ we will write 5 like this because we cannot keep on counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So ಹತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಆ ನಂಬರ್ಸ್ ನ ಕೌಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ we will do 5 ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. We will make it as group of 5. So here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. ಈ ತರ 5 ಗ್ರೂಪ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. That is why we have crossed the line. So 5 marks 5 ಮಕ್ಕಳು ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದಾರೆ and 6 marks they have scored only 4 students and 7 marks is to 8 1 9 1. Frequency number of students. So frequency means we should add the tally marks and write the number of students marks scored. So here 1 marks is scored by 1 student. So 2 and 1, 3, 5 ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ 4, 2, 1, 1. So we add all this ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ so add ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ 20 students here. On based on this they have asked some questions. Let us see. So which number is the highest? So which number is the highest? The highest number is 9. So here the highest number is 9 and which number is the lowest? So lowest number yavadu? Lowest number is 1. Therefore the lowest number is 1. They have asked some more questions on based on the same table. Here they asked what is the range of the data? So what is the range of data? Range means the highest and the lowest, the difference between the highest and the lowest. The highest marks is 9, lowest marks is 1. So 9 minus 1 is 8. Therefore the range is 8 marks difference ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. So here next question ನೋಡಿ, find the arithmetic mean. So here they have asked to find the arithmetic mean on based on the table. So for arithmetic mean we have to add all these marks. So ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲ marks ನಾವು add ಮಾಡಿ divided by number of students divide ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So here the marks are 4, 6, 7, 5, 3. So I am going to add the arithmetic mean is equal to total number of marks. That is 4 plus 6 plus 7, 5, 3, 5, 4 ಇದನ್ನ numbers ಹಾಕಿ add ಮಾಡಿ divided by number of students. Number of students means here there are 20 students. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So the test is taken by 20 students. Therefore, I should divide it by 20 students. The total marks is 100 marks they have scored and the number of students is 20. If you divide 100 by 20, that is 1 0 1 0 cancel and 2 1s are 2 5s are. Therefore, the average, the arithmetic mean is 5. That means the average marks 5 marks has been scored by maximum number of students. So ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವು average ಅಂತೀವಿ or mean marks ಅಂತೀವಿ. Arithmetic mean or average or mean marks is equal to 5. The average marks scored by maximum number of students. Next question. Find the mean of the first 5 whole numbers. So here they have asked to find the mean of first 5 whole numbers. So first 5 whole numbers ಯಾವುದು ನಿಮಗೆ? That is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. These are called whole numbers, and the first 5 whole numbers is nothing but 0 to 4. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Really, I have taken 5 whole numbers and have to find the mean. Mean andre ಏನು? So to add all these numbers and divide by number of numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers is there. So I should add all the numbers and divide by 5. So let us see. Therefore, mean of first 5 whole numbers is equal to sum of the numbers by total numbers. So when you divide the sum of the number divided by total numbers, you get the mean. That is 0 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 divided by total number is 5. So when you add and divide, that is 10 by 5 is equal to 2. Therefore, the average mean is equal to 2. So here average means the middle of a whole. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಕಮ್ಮಿನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. So the ಮಧ್ಯದ number, that is called average marks, is called mean marks. So here the average mean is 2. Thus the mean of first 5 whole numbers is 2. Next question. A cricketer scores the following runs in 8 innings. A batsman scores the following runs in 8 innings. 8 matches ಆಡ್ತಾನೆ. ಆ 8 matches ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 58, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ 76, ಥರ್ಡ್ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ 40 ಈ ತರ ರನ್ಸ್ ನ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ. Okay, they asked find the mean score. So we have to find the mean score. Mean score is nothing but the average score of the batsman. So let us see. Answers. Number of innings is equal to 8. So you will play 8 innings. Mean of the score is equal to sum of scores by number of innings. So you have to add all these scores. So all scores now add ಮಾಡಿ should divide it by number of innings. So total scores add ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರುತ್ತೆ? We got 400 and divided by number of innings is 8. So 400 divided by 8 is equal to 50. So we get 50. That means you will score the average runs as 50. So match ಅಲ್ಲಿ 100 ಆಡಿದಾನೆ, 0 ಆಡಿದಾನೆ. The average marks is 50. Mean score is equal to 50. Next question. Following tables shows the points of each player scored in 4 games. So they are given player 1, that is A, B, C. So 3 jana players idare. They have played 4 games. 1, 2, 3, 4 games ಆಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So player 1 4 games, player B 4 games, player C, here player C has not played, didn't play 1 game. So ಮೂರನೇ game player C ಆಡಿಲ್ಲ. So he has played only 3 games. Let us see what the questions they have asked. Now answer the following questions. So they asked some questions based on this table. The first, find the mean to determine A's average number of points scored per game. So to find the mean of A's average, ಅಂದ್ರೆ Aದು player ಗೆ ನಾವು mean average ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು. It mean points ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯೋಣ. That is nothing but you have to add all these points and divide by number of games he played. So ಈ points ಎಲ್ಲ add ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು number of games play ಮಾಡಿದಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನ divide ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. So here mean of a player A is equal to sum of scored by A by number of games played by A. So our score ಮಾಡಿರೋ points 14 plus 16 plus 10 plus 10. So divided by number of games 4 games ಆಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So divided by 4 is equal to 50 divided by 4. So when you divide 50 by 4, when you divide 50 by 4, you get 12.5. This 12.5 is nothing but the average points scored by player A. So player A the average just that is 12.5. This is also called as mean anta ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Next is second question, to find the mean number of points per game for C. So yeah, they asked to find the mean number. So how many games he has played. For C, would you divide the total points by 3 or 4 anta ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. And why they asked. So here the player C has played 3 games. So 8 first game ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, second game ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, so third game did not play ಅಂತ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. That means fourth game ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So he has played totally 3 games. But ನಾವು mean ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ average ತಗೋಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾವು 3 ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ 4 ಇಂದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So here I'll say you have to divide it by 3 because he has played only 3 games. Therefore we have to divide it by 3. The answer is we should divide the total points by the 3 because player C played only 3 games because he played only 3 games. Next question. B played in all the 4 games. How would you find the mean? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ B 4 ಗೇಮ್ ಆಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Game 1, Game 2, Game 3 and Game 4. But in Game 1 he has scored only 0. So Game 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ 0 ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ನಾವು ಇದು ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕಾ 4 ದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಅಥವಾ 3 ದ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So here we will say that you have to divide by 4 because he played 4 games but in game 1 he played 0 ಅವನು 0 ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ game 1 ಅಲ್ಲಿ. So we should include that game also. Here mean of player B is equal to sum of scored by B by number of games played by B. So here he played 4 games and he scored 0 in first game. We should add that also. That is 0 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 divided by number of game is 4 is equal to 18 by 4 is equal to 4.5. So we got 4.5 the mean points of a player B. Next question they asked, who is the best performer? So ಇಲ್ಲಿ best performer ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. To say the best performer we have to find all the 3 players mean. So ನಾವು 3 player mean ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಬೇಕು first. So player A mean already ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದಿದ್ದೀವಿ. So player B the mean just we have found. We have to find player C mean to find the best performer. So ಇಲ್ಲಿ to find the best performer we should know the mean of all the players. So first mean of A player is 12.55 and mean of B player is that is 4.5. The mean of C player we did not found. So let us find mean of C player. So mean of player C is equal to 8 plus 11 plus 13. So he played only 3 games, that is 8 plus 11 plus 13. We have to add only 3. We should not add this point. Therefore 8 plus 11 plus 13 divided by number of games is 3 is equal to 32 by 3. Therefore is equal to 10.67. The mean player of C is equal to 10.67. Here A the 12.55, B the 4.5 and C the 10.67. So here by looking at this mean you can say who is the best performer. The best performer is the player A. So A is the best performer because the highest mean is 12.55. Therefore on comparing means of all players, player A is the best performer. Next question is the marks out of 100 obtained by a group of students in a science test are. So here they are given the marks scored out of 100. So they by a group of students. So how many students are there? You have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So here the test is taken by the 10 students and the marks obtained is 85, 76, 90, 85, 39, 48, 56, 95, 81 and 75. So the question is find the highest and the lowest marks obtained by the students. So it is so easy. Now to find, just find and write the highest and the lowest marks obtained by the students. So here the highest marks obtained by the students is 95. The highest marks obtained by the students is 95 and the lowest marks obtained by the students is 39. The lowest marks obtained by the student is equal to 39. The next question they asked is range of the marks obtained. So second question, we have to find the range of marks obtained. So range is nothing but the highest marks minus the lowest marks is equal to called a range. So range is equal to highest marks minus the lowest marks is equal to 95 minus 39 is equal to 56. Therefore when you subtract the highest minus lowest you got 56. That means therefore the range is 56 marks. Next question they asked mean marks obtained by the group. Here we want to find the mean that is the average marks obtained by the group. So to find the mean we have to add all these numbers, that is add all these marks and divide by number of students. Mean of obtained marks is equal to sum of marks by total number of marks. So we should add all the marks. When I add all the marks I get 730 divided by number of students is 10. So 10 students have taken the test. So we have to divide by 10. Therefore 730 divided by 10 is equal to 73. Therefore the mean marks obtained is 73. Thus the mean marks obtained by the group of students is equal to 73 marks. Next question is The enrollment in the school during 6 consecutive years was as follows. So in a school, there will be enrollment for every year. So ಎಲ್ಲ ವರ್ಷದಲ್ಲೂ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ they are given 6 consecutive years, that is 6 continuous years is first year 1555 students, second year 1670 students, third year 1750, so fourth and fifth 6 years. So 6 years ಗೆ ಅವರು ಅಡ್ಮಿಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಎನ್ರೋಲ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೈಂಡ್ ದ ಮೀನ್ enrollment of the school for this period. So to find the average enrollment of the school, that is nothing but you have to add all these enrollments and divide by number of years, that is number of years is 6 years. The mean enrollment is equal to sum of number of enrollment divided by total number of enrollments. So sum of number enrollment is equal to, we get 12,348 divided by number of years is 6 years. For 6 years we got this number of enrollments. So divide ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ we get 2058. This is called a average enrollment or a mean enrollment. Thus the mean enrollment of the school is 2058. Next question is the rainfall in mm in a city on 7 days of the certain week was recorded as follows. So they have given the data of day, that is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. This is 7 days in a week. And rainfall in Monday is 0.0 and Tuesday is 12.2 and Wednesday is 2.1 and so on. They are given the data as follows. The question asked is, first question, find the range of rainfall in above data. So difference between the highest and the lowest is equal to range. So range is equal to highest rainfall minus lowest rainfall. So highest rainfall is there. Highest rainfall is 20.05 and the lowest is 0.0 is the lowest. So when you subtract, that is 20.5 minus 0.0, the range is 20.5 mm. The next question they asked is, find the mean rainfall for the week. So we have to find the mean, that is nothing but the average rainfall for the week. So one varke we have to add. So all this rainfall in the mm for the week, and you have to divide by number of days, that is 7 days in a week. We have to divide by 7. Therefore main rainfall is equal to sum of rainfall recorded by total number of days. So sum of rainfall recorded is equal to 0.0 plus 12.2 plus 2.1 and so on. So add ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ we get, that is 41.3 and divided by number of weeks, that is 7 days a week. So we will divide by 7 days. So here when you divide 41.3 by 7, the answer is equal to, we get 5.9 mm. That means the average rainfall for the week is equal to 5.9 mm. Next question is, on how many days was the rainfall less than the mean rainfall? Mean rainfall ಗಿಂತ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಮಳೆ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So here the mean rainfall is 5.9 mm. That means you have to find the less than this mean rainfall. ಅಂದ್ರೆ 5.9 ಗಿಂತ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಬಂದಿರುವಂತ ಮಳೆಗಳು ಯಾವ್ಯಾವು? You got Monday less rainfall below the mean rainfall, that is 5.9 ಗಿಂತ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ ಮಳೆ. So here Tuesday ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ, so we don't take. On Wednesday we got a less rainfall, and on Thursday also less rainfall. On Friday we got more rainfall than the mean. So mean is ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಬಂದಿದೆ, we will not take this. On Saturday we got less rainfall, that is less than 5.9 mm. Here we got 5.5. So I'll take this. And Sunday also we got only 1 mm rainfall. Therefore I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Therefore on how many days was the rainfall less than the mean rainfall? That means 5 days less rainfall below the mean rainfall. 5 days, that is on Monday, on Wednesday, on Thursday, on Saturday and Sunday. So we got less rainfall for 5 days. So Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday and Sunday. Next question is, the heights of 10 girls were measured in centimeter and the results are as follows. So they have measured the height of 10 girls. They have measured the heights of 10 girls and they have given the result as follows in centimeter. So first is 135, 150, 139, 128, 151, 132, 146, 149, 143 and 141. So first question they asked is, what is the height of the tallest girl? So to say the height of the tallest girl. So tallest girl height is 151. So here the height of the tallest girl is equal to 151 centimeter. And second question is asked, what is the height of the shortest girl? So shortest girl height is to, so here we got 128. Therefore, the height of the shortest girl is equal to 128 centimeter. Next question they asked is, what is the range of the data? The range of the data is equal to highest height minus lowest height. The highest height is 151 and the lowest height is 128. If you subtract, then you will get the range of the data. That is 151 minus 128 is equal to 23 centimeter. And in the same question, they have asked one more question, that is, what is the mean height of the girls? So they asked, what is the mean height of the girls? Mean means average of the height of the girl. That means the average is equal to, you have to add all the heights and divide by number of girls. So let us add, the mean height is equal to sum of heights of the girls divided by total number of girls. So sum of the height is equal to 135, 150, 139, 128 and so on. We should add all these numbers and divide by number of girls. So number of girls here is 10 girls. They are given the data of 10 girls. So let us divide by 10. So when you add and divide 1414 divided by 10. So when you divide, we get 141.4. Therefore, the mean height of these girls are 141.4 centimeter. And the next question they have asked, the same question is, how many girls have heights more than the mean height? So ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ mean height ಅಂದ್ರೆ average height ಇಂದ ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ height ಆಗಿರೋದು ಎಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So here the mean height is 141.4 centimeter. We have to write all the girls higher than the 141.4 centimeter. So let us write all the heights more than 141.4 centimeter. Those are, we got 5 girls, that is 150, 151, 146, 149 and 143. So we got 150, 151, 146, 149 and 143. So we got 5 girls here having height more than the mean height. Here we have come to the end of exercise 3.1. Thank you.